Wanted to finish up real quickly, though, with something that happened right in the middle of the week. Some racially inflammatory posts on a social media site by a top State Department of Education official, Jeremy Spencer. He was fired immediately by Superintendent Richard Woods. Brian, I'll start with you. First of all, this was just shocking in terms of some of the things that were on there. Was the speed of the response driven in part by the fact that this is an election year and everybody's watching?
I think it was driven by sheer pragmatism. Superintendent Richard Woods had to act quickly, he had to be decisive, and he had to condemn the statements made on this employee's Facebook page. He had no choice. This was incendiary, it was explosive, and it was offensive. Speed was of the essence in this case, and I'm glad to see that happen. That said, my concern in the bigger picture is it was my understanding when Superintendent Woods took office that similar statements were already on this gentleman's page, and those warning signs were overlooked. This probably was an ill-informed hire from the very beginning, and I hate to see that. It is exactly the wrong message to be sending, particularly when you're dealing with the office of a Republican-elected office holder. We've got to be very careful in what we say and how it's perceived, and we've got to make sure that all Georgians of all races know that we're working for them, that they are important constituents to us, and that we respect their dignity as voters and as human beings.
It really shows, Dennis and Brian, that we still live in a country and definitely in a state where there are people who are just plain out racist. But the other thing that I want to make sure that our listeners know is that I didn't really know about this, and a lot of people didn't know about this, but it was really the act of social media. And Better Georgia is an organization that I know Brian loves so much, really put this out here and put the pressure on to really not only get this gentleman fired, I mean, that's what they were asking for, but more importantly, to really broadcast this to the public and say this is going on. And as Brian indicated, it had been going on for some time. And so I think the superintendent did the right thing. And I want to commend Better Georgia for really putting the pressure on and making sure that voters knew and constituents in Georgia knew that this was going on that Facebook page.